Hey guys, Foxwolf here, and today, welcome to the International Hunger Games Champion. Today, instead of playing these again, it's time to do another simulation. So guys, we're coming close to the 88th episode, and to be honest, with only just a handful more away, I can't say much about what to do next, but to do random again. So, technically, last time we all did the Big Brothers, and technically, well, it's nothing much to talk about. Now it's time to pick out any of these several characters that we like to pick. So, with all this being said, guys, there's not a lot to these. Episode 88, ladies and gentlemen, will be one other episode final. I'll try to find something because after that, episode 89, I am going to do a tournament in January, which is going to be involved with the Olympic Games. So keep that in mind. Hmm. Uh, Interesting. What's Celebrity Apprentice? What's that for? Oh, I think I've done this before. Huh. I think I might have done. Well, these are some new characters. You know what, guys? Yeah, let's do Celebrity Apprentice. Yeah. Wait, is that what it was called? Uh, Apprentice. Yes, Apprentice. Okay. You know what? Yeah, let's do this, guys. I'm trying to find some interesting ideas to find something. Yeah, okay. So these are some celebrities that I 100% know. Some I do know. And the people I do know, Adam Carolla, interesting character. I think I might. Summer Sanders, maybe not. Andrew Dice Clay, yeah, who doesn't know much about the comedian, of course. Annie Duke, maybe. Mark McGrath, I have heard that name before. Interesting picture, might not know much. Sean Johnson, yeah. Dee Snider, who cannot remember that look of him, yes. Marley Martin. Stephen Baldwin, I have heard that name before. Jamie Anderson, yeah. Lil Jon and Joan Rivers, rest in peace, great interesting character there. With Penn Jillette, with Debbie Gibson. Look at this, we got Gilbert Gottfried, another great character. With Sharon Osbourne, we already know about the late husband of her great singer and her husband. Richard Hatch with Lisa Lampanelli, can't not know much about that. I don't know much of those two. Jesse James. There's a lot of Jesse Jameses out there that I don't know if this is. There's so many Jesse James out there. I just can't say much about it. Teresa. I'll just call her Teresa. Okay. Saying Michael Andretti. You're telling me this is Mario Andretti, the famous IndyCar F1 driver? That Are you telling me that this is his sibling, or his son, or his other like son that became an IndyCar driver in the 2000s and became probably one of the worst drivers? Is that? I don't think so. Of course, Latoya Jackson. Who cannot know who Latoya Jackson is? Yes, we can already know part. Also, one of the several children with the King of Pop. We know that. Scott Hamilton and Maria Kanellis. I have heard that name before. So, yeah, it's great to know that I know some of these people's names. So, yeah, let's do this. It's almost been 4 minutes, so let's do this. So, the tribute sound. We have all 24 tributes in competition. Celebrities. We have Sean and Mark running away from the cornucopia while Steven finds bow, arrow, and a quiver. Annie runs away, followed by Maria grabs a backpack, not realizing it's empty. Latoya runs away, followed by Jesse grabbing a sword. Gilbert runs away, trying to save his life. Scott breaks Richard's nose for a basket of bread. And look at this, we have female versus female battle where we have Joanne, Teresa taking on Jamie and Debbie. Joan and Teresa actually survive. Dee takes a spear, winging inside the cornucopia. Will runs away. Sharon grabs a sword while Lisa breaks Summer's nose. Adam grabs a jar of fishing bait while Michael grabs fishing gear. These three run away, and that's all we have to say about that. Come day one, Sean and Marie work together. These four hunt for their tributes. Latoya ambushes Andrew Dice Clay, the king, one of the siblings of the king of pop, takes out the comedian of all comedians there. Unbelievable. Penn receives fresh food. Scott picks flowers. Mark defeats Teresa in a fight, but actually spares her life. A little bit surprising there. Sharon scares Richard off. Man, Richard cannot catch a break. Jesse's picked by thorns, while Dee is spearing fish with a trident. Adam begs for Gilbert to kill him, only refuses, keeping Adam alive. Gilbert is not that type of a character that we know. Stephen constructs a shack. Joan tries to sleep through the entire day after everything happened in the bloodbath. Marley silently snaps Leo John's neck, and look at that. 4 tributes are gone in the first day, and we're not even halfway through this. Better than nothing. Mark loses sight of where he is while Annie tries to treat his infection. Adam receives clean water while Marley tends to Teresa's wounds. Maria is unable to start a fire while Stephen tends to his wounds. Dee goes to sleep. Joan sets up camp for the night, even after she slept through the entire day, but sure, why not? These 4 tell ghost stories. Jesse and Sharon huddle for warmth. Sean quietly hums while these 2 also huddle for warmth. Richard screams for help for all the trouble he's been through today. Michael attempts to start a fire but is unsuccessful. As we come to day 2, Lisa makes a wooden spear. These 4 raid Joan's camp while Richard fishes. Stephen explores the arena while Jesse cleans water in an unknown sponsor while Teresa camouflages herself. Latoya gets an explosive. Sean sprains her ankle while running away from Annie while these 2 hunt for other tributes. These 2 split up. Dee dies from trying to escape the arena, and Mark, Scott hunt for other tributes. And that's it. Dee is the only fatality of competition here. Dang. These 2 run into each other. Lisa thinks about winning. Adam tends to Annie's wounds while Michael starts a fire. These 4 tell ghost stories, if they haven't told enough already. Scott Penn, interesting name there. Scott Penn work together to drown Stephen while Sean spears Teresa in the abdomen. Ew, that hurts. Jesse and Latoya sleep in shifts while Gilbert sees a fire but stays hidden. And after everything happening for Joan, well, feel bad that Teresa and Joan, after everything they did in the bloodbath, they had to die the same day. Damn. So we come to day 3 while Latoya and Adam work together while Sharon discovers a cave. These 4 raid Maria's camp. Man, they love raiding female camps. Marley questions her insanity while Jesse searches for firewood. Annie is picked by thorns while picking berries while these 2, well, mostly one of them tend to the other's wounds. Mark, Lisa, Sean get into a fight. Lisa runs away with Mark taking out Sean, and that's another female. Yeah, look at that. We have so many. It sounds like we're going to have a first win for the men here. Guys, I think the men are going to win this competition. The females are getting dominated. Scott starts a fire while these 3 sleep in shifts. Michael thinks about winning while these 4 tell stories. Again, ghost stories. Annie fends Mark, Richard, and Latoya away from the fire while Summer goes to sleep. Maria receives an explosion, but I'm sure no one's going to use it. Richard camouflages himself in the bushes. Annie, Sharon, Jesse hunt for their tributes while Adam is picked by thorns. Penn scares Mark off while Lisa tries to sleep through the entire day with Marley receiving medical supplies. Latoya overhears these 2 talk in the distance. Summer searches for firewood, Scott collects fruit, and Gilbert, practices his archery, which I'm sure he's not going to use any of those violent weapons of his. Lisa passes out from exhaustion, I guess for all the ghost stories they've been telling for the past few nights. And these 3 sleep in shifts, while Latoya receives fresh food. Adam convinces Maria to snuggle. Annie sees a fire. Jesse receives clean water. These 2 are talking about this tribute still alive while Sharon starts a fire. Mark sees a fire but stays hidden. Michael kills Gilbert while he's sweeping. Damn. At that moment, I thought Gilbert was favored to win this competition. Richard stalks Sharon. Scott injures himself. Maria hunts for tributes. Michael gets an explosive. Summer spears Fish while Jesse tracks down Latoya. Oh, damn. That's cold. And Maria shoots an arrow into Lisa's head. Finally done with the ghost stories. Penn begs for Annie to kill him, but she refuses, keeping Penn alive. Adam collects fruit while Mark constructs a shack, but I don't think nothing much is going to come in play of that. Yeah, more women are going down one by one here, right? 3, 4, 5. Yeah, man, we have 5 women left. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, 7 men left. Yeah, okay, so we're already halfway through the competition. So it's still an even competition for both men and women. That is until now, because Scott shoots a poisonous arrow right to Michael Andretti's neck, ending his run. Annie starts a fire. Marie goes to sleep. Penn tends to Sharon's wounds while Adam poisons Maria's drink, but he decides to jack himself off with it, so good job for him. Jesse tends to his wounds while Summer cooks her food. Richard starts a fire. Mark passes out from exhaustion, and Annie shoots a poisonous dart right to Jesse James's neck. What a dead man you are, I'll tell you that. These 4 raid Maria's camp. Oh, man, for the second time, Maria can't catch a break. Richard tracks down Marley while Summer accidentally sets a landmine, meaning Sharon and Annie are the only girls alive. Mark, Penn, Scott, and Richard are the only 4. Yes, 6 people are still alive. Are we going to get a first win for the men's here for a while? Oh, I think we're going to get it, because after Scott repeatedly stabbed Maria to death, her time was over for bad luck there. Penn passes out. Sharon receives clean water. Oh, wait, there's still 2 women. Oh, okay, yeah. 7 women are still left alive, but now 2 of them. 3 women are still left alive. 7 people were still alive, but now there's 6. That's what I meant to say. Used to be 3 women, but now there's 2. Richard tries to sing himself to sleep. Annie starts a fire. Or sees a fire. I'm sure it's Mark, because he cooks it before putting it out. Oh. Wow, no one decides to go. Unbelievable. Well, what a feast. Mark makes a wooden spear. Scott sprains his ankle while Penn tries to spear Fish. Annie receives an explosion, and Sharon dies from hypothermia. Wow. Man, sounds like we're going to get our first win in a long time here. Richard cooks his food out. Maria receives food. She's getting everything today. Mark thinks about home while Penn falls into a pit and Scott quietly hums. After 7 days and 7 nights, 4 people are still alive. Make that 3. Annie receives Dude, Annie is getting the treatments right now. This is crazy. Everyone is giving this... Guys, she is the lone female survivor, and whoever these unknown sponsors are, they're just giving her stuff for free. This is ridiculous. She might even survive this, which is crazy. Because Scott explores the arena, Mark kills Richard. What else can you ask for? Well, can't say luck about that, because guess what? Mark finds and kills Annie, who is making too much noises because of pitch blackness of the arena. Scott survives, so I guess karma... I guess luck wasn't on Annie's side there. She just could not handle competition. Man, what a humanity, guys. Fans were chanting for Annie to make it. It just wasn't meant to be. Damn life. She was so close from making it, she just couldn't do it. We come to the final 2, and Scott will eliminate Mark while he's sweeping on night 8. District 12, ladies and gentlemen. District 12. Scott is your winner for the Hunger Games. And this right here, ladies and gentlemen, This is the stats that you can all see here. Unbelievable, man. What an interesting summary of competition here. Like, unbelievable. Well, anyway, guys, thank you, viewers, for watching this. What a great episode here. I didn't know what to get myself into, but you know what? It was worth it. So, thank you, viewers, for watching this. And with that being said, this might be a lot more entertaining than the Jake Paul and Anthony Joshua bullcrap fight I watched yesterday. So, let that be for where it is. And with that being said, see you guys. Because, guys, in a few days from now, I will be doing another Hunger Games video, which will be my last one for this year. Or will it be? We might as well have to see that next time. So with that being said, see you next time.